Hi, I'm David.
Hi, I'm Jelena.
Welcome to this glorious tutorial on how to give a squish, a forward bend assist in Paschimottanasana.
You always forget to introduce Mr. Connie.
Connie's gonna be here for like 3 seconds
But he's
and then
part
he's
of
out.
this video.
Okay. This is Mr. Connie.
Yeah. He's awake.
Hey, have you subscribed? Have you ever commented? At least like the video. Let us know. Let us know what you think, what you'd like to see, how you feel today.
Look at Connie's necklace. He's a fancy guy. All right, so we thought we'd do something different today a little bit and show you one of the assists that we do. And we're thinking about starting up like a whole little mini tutorial section where we do...
A new playlist section.
Yeah, assisting and the way we do assisting when we teach. So we're gonna start with the squish. And we're kind of a little bit famous for it in our little bubble.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we do this extensive, fancy way of helping you release after you've done whatever happens to be the deepest version of your backbend.
Yeah. Squishes, if you don't know, they're not really called squishes, but it's a forward bend assist.
Yeah.
This forward bend assist doesn't happen when you're doing Paschimottanasana in the primary series. It happens after your backbend, and the forward bend after the backbend is done as a counterpose, right? To release the work of the backbend. So the squish is a way to facilitate that.
Yeah, traditionally, and I'll show you on David, traditionally the way our teacher would do it, it's quite fast. It's like maybe 15 seconds in total, not even. But at our shala, we do something a little bit longer where we really try to counter the depth of the backbend and really get the muscles to relax a little bit more because, you know, after we're done our practice, then you got to run to work, go pick up your kids, clean the house, walk the dogs, whatever. The life goes on. So the idea is to help you kind of come out of the depth of a backbend.
Yeah, if you're a studio owner, you know Mysore is a hard thing to run at your studio, so this is a way to keep students.
Yeah. All right, let's just get to it really fast.
Okay, so this time I'll demo. Jelena will teach.
I just like to point out how smart David is, that this is the one thing he's gonna demo now. After a day of filming, this is what he does. Maybe Connie can help you a little bit. Connie's like, nope. All right, so.
Connie inappropriately stuck his paw down my shorts.
Connie, not cool. So as David was saying, this is done after the backbend. So here, we're not actually concerned about finding any kind of length through our back or trying to lengthen forward. We actually want to allow the back to curve. And sometimes it takes a while for people to even come into this position after they've done their deepest version of a backbend. So make sure to never push on them. Just let them kind of release and soften into it on their own. And as David kind of slowly gets into it, you always just want to make sure that the legs stay together so that the feet are not opening up. This is part of traditional cueing, and it's just another way of ensuring that the hamstrings stay protected. So the feet touch and toes point up, and if need be, the knees can be bent a little bit. If you are with tighter hamstring, you can even put your arms under your knees, or if you're dealing with a yoga mat or any kind of injury, this is another way to stay safe as you get now a little assist from the top. Otherwise, we catch the outsides of our feet, or ideally, if you can, you catch the wrist. And then notice the head drops. So here, if they're wearing a shirt, you can pull the shirt, you can throw a towel on them, and this is what we do really quick. So David's staying in a posterior tilt. I don't want to take him out of the posterior tilt, and I'm not actually going to push him forward at any point. All my pressure is coming down as a way to ground him, and the way I start is I place my hands here on the lower back, and I slowly tip my weight forward by bringing my knees onto the outside of David's hips. So I'm pressing really hard on the glutes. So the force is squeezing in and then down. I'm not trying to roll David forward. So squeeze and down, and then my hands are here. And this feels really nice for the person getting the assist or getting the squish. And then I'm gonna move nice and slow. And notice that my arms are straight, and I'm applying basically all my weight is on David. The more weight, the better. And then as you move, just make sure you're not moving too fast, because that's not gonna be calming for them. You can move your knees. So the knees can be anywhere down here, as long as you don't feel any bone. So just avoid putting your knee against their hips or the bony part of the hips, and then you move forward. That little sound, that's Connie walking around the room because he's not interested in this. And then from here, I can move my knees and place them. So here's David's bottom ribs. I can just place the knees in between. So I'm not, again, it's not bone on bone. I'm just on the muscle. And notice that even with my hands as well as my knees, I'm not going on the spine. Stay off the spine and just stay to the side. And again, moving nice and slow, really applying a lot of pressure through the heel of my palm. And then this is how you get the bonus points, the next stuff. If you see that their trapezius are kind of hiked up, and it's common because people have worked really hard in a pose just before this, so we kind of carry on with that tension, just the gentle tap to get them to completely release and relax. And then here is what you can do. You can just grab the top of the trapezius and kind of grab the skin and the muscle and pinch. And then here, you can use your thumbs and then slide from the neck to the very base of the head, and just staying here with nice pressure, really applying pressure, so don't be too soft. If you don't apply pressure, then it's kind of creepy and useless. So applying pressure, even slow movements. You can do even one hand at a time, so I'm going to use these two fingers to pinch. And then again, my heel of the palm gets trapped just at the base. And then I would always repeat the same movement on the other side. And notice I'm watching David's breath. If I notice at any point that David's having a hard time breathing, I would just ease my pressure a little bit and watch and wait for the breath to calm down. Here you can use your thumbs again, move down. And then this is the bonus points here. This is the part of our back that, we try to bend into as much as possible. And so these muscles here get really tight. So if you can grab and pinch these muscles side to side, it's another way to help and release it. And just staying with it. Again, don't move fast. And my knees are constantly squeezing in and pressing down. You can do this diagonal thing, so one hand stays here, the other one goes here, and so I'm giving David diagonal length that way. And then notice when I switch my hands, there's always one hand that maintains contact as I switch. So I don't lift both hands or completely come off and then reposition myself. There's constant contact. I learned this from my own massage therapists. And then at the end, you can always do something like this before you come off, or you can even do the neck stuff again, giving it a little bit of length, encouraging the rounding in the back, and then slowly coming off. How was that?
It was so-so. That was great. Super. Did you get to everything?
I could spend another 15 minutes talking about this. There's so much more that you can do. You can go from the neck And then bring your thumbs here to the jaw area, and it feels incredible in that moment when you're massaging it. You can use your forearms, and your knees are on the hips somewhere, but your forearms are along the upper back, and kind of just use your forearms to move forward.
It can be so so nice, so blissful, really, after the back bending, the intensity of the back bending, the forward bends, when you get assisted in them like that. It feels good to lengthen your body out, but then also your nervous system
Connie
and
hair.
and your heart rate, everything just slows back down again.
Yeah, you really see the benefit of kind of this prolonged and very intentional squish, because it does help the person, ground after doing a back bend.
All right. What did you think? Let us know. Do you want to see more assisting videos?
And if so, let us know which assists we should do.
Yeah.
What are you interested in, whether you're a teacher or you're a student and you're just curious.
Make sure to subscribe and like it if you liked it. Okay, see you next week.
Bye.